Good morning. So this week's topic of conversation has been about social media platforms within marketing. One of the ones that we're going to focus on today is Coke. Coke has on X 2.7 million followers, on Instagram 3.2 million, and Facebook 107 million followers. Now, this is a relatively small fraction of the population, but it is indeed a large following when you consider that several celebrities and stuff only have 2 to 3 million followers. Now, this being said, as of now, as of how Coke uses their influencers, they believe in using three elements. They do shared experiences, celebrations, both cultural and seasonal, and feel good moments. I don't think any of us can remember buying a Coke during Christmas time that Santa Claus wasn't on there, or you'd see a commercial with Santa popping a Coke and having it with his cookies. These are ways that they do the feel good moments. They don't say buy a Coke, buy this, buy this, buy this. What they do is they present it to you as a natural, organic part of the moment. Share a Coke became a big thing back in the day where they wanted to share a Coke with you. And, celebrities, micro influencers, everybody was sharing a Coke. They would have the name of the Coke, and then it would, like share a Coke with Ben, share a Coke with, Greg, whatever. And with that, you were sharing the experience. You were sharing something with somebody. You weren't buying it, you were sharing it. And that's one of the ways they kind of leveraged their social media platforms on that. It became a huge takeover thing. Coke also uses micro influencers rather than just big name celebrities. This often drives a higher engagement, as seen with other projects like Echelon, Anaconda, Fightwear, things of this nature. People have started, using these micro influencers because they're in touch with other people, and it's more of a word of mouth thing than it is just a general, oh, this is a big name who uses it. Great, awesome. Can't say I've ever really cared what a celebrity used as far as, products. But somebody that I might know, or somebody that, I'm really into, some of these micro influencers, definitely going to take a look at it and, think about using their product. Matter of fact, I have 4 bottles of Echelon right now that I was, a friend of mine bought because they saw one of the influencers that we enjoy is now bought into the company. So they bought some of their product and shared it with me. So, and lastly, what would you do if Coca-Cola had $1 million to allocate to spending? I personally would allocate no more than 40% to social media advertising, just because though it has a high reach and targeting precision, it's not really the be all and end all, if you will. I feel like the rest should be spent more on putting the brand in your face in real life, such as billboards, stickers, cardboard props in the grocery stores, and lastly, kind of commercials and TV, radio, streaming services. If politics has taught us anything, it's seeing a name and repetition will make it stand out. I know this for a fact. If you see this over and over again, you're more likely to give it another look, give it a try if you keep seeing something popping up. Social media, as I said, is great, but at the same time, it's not the be all and end all. It's not what's going to make somebody, grab it just because they saw it 1,000 times. I know me personally, that turns me off sometimes. If I see something so much on social media, I'm like, there's no way on God's green earth I'm going to try that. So in conclusion, Coke has a ton of followers, and they leverage their ability to use those followers and to market their product very well. Their quarterly earnings are massive, and enjoy a Coke and share it with somebody.